Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Anna from Anna Gaming, and I know this isn't my normal area. In fact, you can see my messy room behind me. This is gonna be my first One Piece deck tech, so let me know what I should change, what I should add for the next ones. I'm gonna be recording about 6, so once we hit that 7, 8, plus mark, the changes will be put into effect. Anyway, guys, I love you all, and let's get into the deck tech, shall we? Okay, so the deck we're going to be talking about today is Charlotte Pudding. Charlotte Pudding is a 5,000 power leader with 4 life. She is purple and yellow, and her ability reads when she attacks or when attacking, you may flip the top 2 cards of your life face up. If you do, you put a Rested Dawn onto your battlefield, so you ramp a Rested Dawn. Well, let's get right into it, shall we? First up, we're going to run 4 Flampeys, Charlotte Flampe. Charlotte Flampe reads, on play, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand. Then draw 1 card. She's a 1-drop with 2,000 counter and 1,000 power. Next, we have 4 Charlotte Puddings. Charlotte Pudding reads, on play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may add, or you may reveal, up to 1 Sanji or Big Mom type Pirates card, or Big Mom Pirates type card from that 4 and add it to your hand. Then play, or put the rest onto the bottom of your deck. She is a 1-drop. She has 2,000 power and 1,000 counter. Next up, for 1-drops, this is the last of our 1-drops. We have 4. We're going to claim the One Piece. We are going to claim the One Piece is a 1-drop event that says, main, if your leader is Animal Kingdom Pirates or Big Mom Pirates type, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Animal Kingdom Pirates or Big Mom Pirates type card and add it to your hand. Then place the rest onto the bottom of your deck in any order. It also has a trigger, which is activate main effect. So yeah, we're going to do 4 of those. Next up, into the 2-drops. We only run 1 2-drop here. It is 4 copies of Viola. Viola is a 2-drop, 0 power with 1k counter. And she has blocker. She also has on play, look at your opponent's life cards and place them back in any order you choose. She also says turn all of your life cards face down, so that helps you ramp again with your leader. Next up, 3-drops. We're running 3 Charlotte Brûlés. Charlotte Brûlée is a 3,000 power 3-drop with 2k counter. And she says trigger. Look at the top card of yours or your opponent's life cards. Then you may place it either at the top or bottom of that player's life. Then add this card to your hand. Next up for 3-drops, we have 4 Capone Beji. Capone Gang Beji, if you want me to be specific, is a 3-drop, 3,000 power body that has 2k counter. It has a trigger that says up to 1 of your opponent's leaders or characters cannot attack during this turn. Next up, we have 4 Charlotte Parasparrows, and this is the last of the 3-drops. Charlotte Parasparrow is a 3-drop with 5k attack, or power if you want to call it that. Then it says, on KO, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add up to 1 Big Mom types Pirates card from those cards and add it to your hand. Then place the rest onto the bottom of your deck. It also has a trigger that says you may trash 1 card from your hand, play this card. Next up, we have 4-drops. We only have 1 4-drop, and we are playing 4 Basil Hawkins. Now, this can be replaced for Bon Cure, Mr. 2 Bon Cure. I, at one point, had like 11 Bon Cures and sold all but 4 of them. And replaced all but 4 of the Bon Cures with Basil Hawkins in my decks. And so only one of my decks has a full playset of Bon Cure. Every other deck is replaced with Basil Hawkins. If you have the money and you're willing to spend all that, you can replace this with 4 Bond Cures, and I would actually recommend doing so. So, Basil Hawkins is a 4-drop 2k counter, or 1k counter with 2k attack, and then it says on play, add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck to your field, rested. Then it has a trigger that says play this card. Bond Cure is basically the same thing, except for it has 1k power, and when it attacks, you may copy one of your opponent's character's power when it attacks for the turn. And also it adds the Dawn active. So if you're really looking for active Dawn, play Bond Cure, or if you don't have the money, play Basil Hawkins. I'm not going to judge you. That's what I do. Alright, next up, we have 6 drops. The first 6 drop is Charlotte Katakuri. It's a 6-drop with 7k counter, or 7k power and 1k counter. It reads, on play, you may turn one card from the top of your life face down. Add up to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it as active. This is really good because it helps you ramp in additional time. If you go first with Pudding, turn 1, you play, like a Charlotte Pudding or we're going to claim the One Piece. Turn 2, you can play a Perospero and then ramp with your leader. And then turn 3, you'll be on 6 Dawn, where you can play this. Ramp in additional time, be at 7, so you can be at 9 for some of the cards that we'll be coming up with next. Last but not least of the 6 drops, we have 2 6-drop Charlotte Linlin. This is a 6-drop character with 7,000 power and no counter. She reads, on play, you may trash 1 card from your hand. If you do, your opponent chooses 1. Your opponent either discards 2 cards or takes the top card of their life and trashes it. This is a pretty decent card. Would recommend. Not running it a 4 of, though. It's not that good. Next up, we have the 7-drop Charlotte Linlin. She's a 7-drop with no counter and 8,000 power. And she reads, on play, your opponent chooses 1. Either you gain a life or they trash a life. It's pretty simple. Next up, we have 4 9-drop Big Mom. So, 9-drop Charlotte Linlin is a character with 9,000 power. And she's a 9-drop. She reads, on play, Dawn -1. You may trash 1 card from your hand. Add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. Then, add up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less to the top or bottom of your opponent's life. She's really good. She's a really good body. She also helps get rid of annoying little threats. And last, but certainly not least, we have 10-drop Charlotte Linlin. 10-drop Charlotte Linlin is a 10-drop with 12,000 power and no counter. She reads, on play, if your leader is a Big Mom Pirates type, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. Then, your opponent takes the top card of their life and trashes it. Pretty simple. Pretty easy. Easy to remember. We're just gonna crowd these up. So this is the deck. If you're really interested in copying it, I can also I'll also put a picture of it onto the screen. And yeah, I'll go through it one more time. We have 4 Charlotte Flampés, 4 Charlotte Puddings, 4 we're going to claim the One Piece, 4 Viola, 4 Charlotte Brûlés, 4 Capone Gang Veggie, 4 Charlotte Perosporos, 4 Basil Hawkins, or Mr. 2 Bond Cure, 4 Charlotte Katakuri, 2 Charlotte Linlin as a 6-drop, 4 7-drop Charlotte Linlin, 4 9-drop Charlotte Linlin, and finally 4 10-drop Charlotte Linlin. So yeah, that is the deck. I hope you enjoyed. If I have gameplay of it, maybe I'll put some gameplay. Yeah, let me know what you want to see down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.